Hey, you guys, we are coming today, sitting out in the backyard,
That's right.
getting ready for summer. And one of the things we thought would be some great tips is how to summer-proof your home. Of course, we do a lot of winter-proofing, thinking that it's going to get cold, but you know what? This is Alabama, and in the summer in the South, it is hot. So there are some things and some tips and tricks that we want to share with you guys so that you can be prepared for this summer. Number one thing for keeping your home
Probably
summer-proof.
the thing that you're thinking about is have your cooling system serviced.
Yes.
There are some fantastic HVAC technicians who can come out and just do a checkup, just make sure everything is clean and up to par, make sure you have enough coolant, make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. Another tip through the summer, as a matter of fact, if you are cutting grass close to your outside compressor for your cooler, just know that if the grass cuttings get on the coils, it really affects their function. So you want to keep them clean through the summer. And kind of point number two along the same lines, if you've got a dog who likes to pee on certain things, that significantly breaks down the metal over time on your HVAC unit. So keep it clean, keep it washed off, and definitely you want to use an HVAC tech just to make sure it's up to par.
Point number two on summer-proofing your home, very closely related to what we just talked about with your HVAC, is cleaning those filters, or actually replacing the filters. So the big thing to know about your filters is when they are clean and replaced consistently, it not only helps keep the air clean in your home, but it also makes your HVAC work better and more efficiently, which actually puts, again, money back in your pocket. So if you have ones that are disposable, really the tip that our HVAC guy gave us is every time you pay your power bill, change your filter. That way it always stays good and clean and working efficiently.
And truly, if you want to think about maximizing your return on your investment, when people don't change their air filters frequently enough, it literally cuts down life expectancy of your cooling unit. So that extra work that you're having to put all of the mechanics under when you've got dirty filters does make a difference. It does add up. So keep those clean.
Okay. Point number three to summer-proof your home is ceiling fans.
Ceiling fans. You know, hundreds of years ago, they made houses with really, really tall ceilings because heat gathers in the ceilings or close to the ceiling. And so what happens is if you've got an air conditioner that's just cooling one part, whether it cools just for the floor or just the ceiling, not having a fan to keep that air circulating can really make a difference. So keep your fans on and counterclockwise. Keep that air circulating through the room.
That will help keep the air circulating. Number four on summer-proofing your home, did you know that 30% of the unwanted heat that you have in your home actually comes from your windows? Not just that they're energy efficient, but the literal sunlight coming through the windows. So our tips and tricks for this is if you're going to be home during the hottest part of the day, or even if you're gone to work or whatever it is you're doing during the day, close your blinds and also pull your curtains or drapes closed, and that will help reduce almost by 20 degrees the amount of heat in your home.
We like sunlight. We like a lot of sunlight.
Yes.
However, when you're not in a room, or even if it's the hottest part of the summer in the middle of the day, if you just close those for a period of time, it will make a big difference on the ability of your home to retain some of the coolness that your air conditioner is putting in there. So again, even though you want the sunlight, there are just periods of time, if you can block it off, it'll make a difference. We've got a couple of friends in town who have a beautiful home. Nearly one entire side of their home is really a massive window. It's enormous. What they noted was when they put a tinting on that window, it dropped their air temperature that their air conditioner was able to maintain by almost, I think he said 10 degrees or something similar to that. Like, it made a big difference to apply a little tint to a large window. So again, they didn't sacrifice the view, but they do get some opportunities to be a little bit more efficient.
Right. And even if you don't own the home, if you rent, they actually make tent that you can kind of put up temporarily and then pull back off when
That's
you
right.
move out. So that way, if you are a tenant, you're not damaging the home that you're renting,
Right.
but you're also helping with your energy costs.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Point number 5 on summer proofing your home is insulation.
All right. So with insulation, I mean, certainly I don't want you to envision ripping out your sheetrock in order to put extra insulation in it. But you actually can have home inspectors come in and find hot spots in the summer, cold spots in the winter. And that really can be helpful to diagnose maybe an issue where your home's got a gap inadvertently, and that actually can be repaired relatively easily. Along the same lines, just look for gaps around your doors and around your windows. If you can see sunlight coming through them, again, just add some weather stripping or call a contractor to come out and maybe fix some things. Along the same lines, we see this a lot when we're working with buyers looking at homes. If you see a window that is fogged over with condensation on the inside between the panes of the glass, generally what that means is the gas that insulates the panes from each other that seal has broken and the insulation has gone. So is that window functional? Yes, but it is not as efficient of keeping what's hot on one side and what's cold on the other side. So there are times when you might invest in a new window for $250 or $350. I probably shouldn't say that because prices change so often, but it's a relatively inexpensive fix in order to gain back some significant efficiency in your home.
Number 6 point on summer proofing your home is actually any kind of deck or porch space that you may have around your home. And especially in the summer in Alabama with the heat, and especially if it's wood, you can look at warping and discoloration and all kinds of things like that when it comes to wood. So our big tip is to
seal it. Seal it with a UV blocker, and
Yes.
and you'll see this a lot again as we're working with buyers on homes, or if I'm working with a seller to prepare to sell. Sometimes that decking just looks harsh and broken up. You'll notice the wood may be really splintered, large cracks in it, and warps. It's almost too late to fix it at that point without replacing the boards. But if you do a little preventative maintenance before then, again, if you go to the big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's, you can find UV protectant sealant for deck. Again, the sun's super harsh on natural fibers like wood, but it's not hard at all and not that expensive to do a little work to get those protected.
It'll save you money in the long run.
Oh my
sure.
Goodness, for
with
sure.
Replacement.
Yeah, and we actually bought one of those, put it in a sprayer. If you think about a sprayer that you would use in your garden to apply pesticide or something like that. We actually put that in and sprayed our deck down, and it probably only took like an hour and a half.
At the best.
So anyway, that is just a tip there for protecting your outside spaces. All right, well, we hope you have found this helpful. Again, as always, feel free to reach out to your favorite realtor, and if it's in Birmingham, we would love to be your real estate resource of choice with any questions, or if you need contacts with fantastic contractors here in town. Always reach out. Mike and Brandy Brown with Keller Williams here in Birmingham, Alabama, 205-368-5995. Or email us at info@mbrownrealty.com.